Our school board adopted an equity policy in 2017. What was pretty groundbreaking about that equity policy is that it really forced us to remove barriers, or what we call open doors, for all students as well as families. As part of our equity work, we always start with the land acknowledgement. What I'm most proud of the relationship between us and the Tulalip Tribes is really seeing firsthand our land acknowledgement being put into practice. We're building an addition to an elementary school, and for the first time ever, Chelsea and members of the Tulalip Tribe came and did a land blessing. So the board president read the land acknowledgement, and then they did a land blessing, and it was so powerful to see that boards put into action, and that is what I'm most proud of.
The first thing I would have to say is coming to the Mukilteo School District is understanding the history of where we are in regards to the Treaty to Point Elliott. I noticed that we weren't acknowledging the land, and this is such a sacred space for the Tulalip tribe, and also a very significant place. What a great opportunity this would be, that as we break ground on the lands of the Tulalip people, that maybe this would be a great time to bring in the Tulalip people to do a blessing. When we're able to create such a thing as a land acknowledgement, and we act upon the words that we say, it brings everyone back into the center. And it's not just for our Black, Indigenous students of color, it's for everyone. If we can move our entire school district towards a place where we can heal, maybe we've accomplished what we need to in regards to creating a society where everyone feels like they belong, and not just belong, they're seen and they're heard as well too.
So Jerry reached out to me to ask what I knew about land acknowledgements. She knew she wanted to start this work in her new district, but she knew she had to have a Coast Salish person, a Tulalip tribal member, consult with her in the process. So she reached out to me. So originally, our people lived all around the Pacific Northwest in all different territories, and we didn't really own land. Our people had a protocol. When you entered the territory of a neighboring tribe, you would enter by water, by your canoe, and you would ask permission out of respect for the people who are caretakers of that land to enter their territory. I think about land acknowledgement like that. We were asked by the Mukilteo School District to bless the land before a building was being built. And what was significant for me is our people, our children, our elders came to that site, and we sang our songs. And for me, it was the first time possibly for hundreds of years that our people were able to be on that land and sing our songs. And there was a sense of healing in that, and empowerment for our people. And our ancestors heard us, and they were with us in that moment. And the level of respect by everyone who participated in that land acknowledgement and blessing was overwhelming, really, and it was really healing for all of us. I really think that land acknowledgement is the start of healing. We have to acknowledge our history and what has taken us to be where we are today. And in doing that, we can look to the future and what else we can do to make sure that we are taking care of all our people.
The land acknowledgement means to me is like, ever since I was in 3rd grade, we always studied indigenous people and like native tribes. For example, like the Wampanoag tribe in like Concord, Massachusetts. It was important to me because like I really like going to like the reservations there. We went to a field trip. It was really nice, and finally hearing like people recognizing that we gather on the land of indigenous peoples makes me happy. It's important for the students to hear land acknowledgement because Christopher Columbus wasn't the person who founded North America. Like, there's thousands of people here before him, it's also like social studies is mainly history, and indigenous people aren't history, and like they're still here to this day, and it's unfair treating them like they were something of the past.
We would like to begin by acknowledging that we gather on the ancestral homelands of the Coast Salish peoples who have lived in the Salish Sea Basin since the time immemorial. We respect this place and honor the sacred spiritual connection to the land, water, and its people, past, present, and future. By acknowledging these lands and their original indigenous inhabitants, we reach back to our own indigeneity and reflect on the impacts of colonialism in the lands from which all our people come. We are connected to our ancestors through this connection to land, for the land is what connects us all. Please join me in expressing our deepest respect and gratitude to the traditional people of this territory, the Snohomish and Tulalip Tribes, for their enduring care and protection of the land in which we currently share.